We are officially in episode 3 of 40 Before 40, my mini adventure series where I am trying 40 new experiences / activities before I turn the big 40. It's been 2 months to the day that I've shared with you my new 40 Before 40 experiences, so today we're going to cover June and July. If you're looking for a little bit of August inspo to celebrate the sunset of summer, I hope that this will help you, and I hope that you'll pop it into the comments below because everyone's been leaving their own 40 before 40-ish challenges that I feel like we can just borrow from each other. Was that hair bothering anyone else? It was driving me crazy. And I hope you'll consider subscribing to be friends and besties here at BariTale Coaching. We cover weight loss surgery. We've just done a ton of coverage on weight loss surgery. And today's video will briefly touch on that too, because most of these experiences are also simultaneously non-scale victories. But we also have really fun Disney content coming your way. My sister's coming back for Bariatric Besties. It's all the fun. We hope you'll join us. Previously on 40 Before 40. In April of 2024, I launched this challenge for myself because that's when I celebrated my 39th birthday. So I thought, what better way to make 40 even more special than by having this new barrage of experiences to make my life more fulfilled, more joyful, and more exciting. I absolutely love that you've been adding your own suggestions in the comments. Keep doing that. I will show you my list as we get closer to the end. So the reason that I am combining June and July is because one, August is going to have so many of its own 40 Before 40 challenges because of the travel that we're doing. We're heading to Hawaii. We are island hopping for the first time. We're going back to Disneyland. I didn't want this video to be an hour long. And also, number 2, June and July had less new experiences than I thought they would. Given the fact that it's summer and that I am home every day, I just assumed I would be having new experiences like all the time. And it turns out that I haven't. But if you were my 8-year-old daughter, you would have hundreds of new experiences by now. Apologies for the change in quality. If you're noticing that, my camera just died, so now I'm using my vlogging camera, and it's good, but it's not the same. So my 8-year-old bestie, Cal, and I are home together all the time, and her list of new experiences this summer is pretty large, whereas mine is still strong. It's good, but it's definitely not as large as hers. In the spirit of mamahood walking the walk, I asked her to create her own set of summer challenges. So we've been spending a lot of time doing those. But her list and my list look quite different. I will be including some of the combo activities that like crisscross over her things that are new for me in this video too. In connection to last week's video, which I will leave here for you as well, I took Callie to her first ever concert called Taylor Sings, a tribute band of Taylor Swift at the Cape Cod Melody Tent. So yes, this was definitely a first for her, but as a mama, it was a first for me too. I've never taken Callie to a concert before. My sister and I surprised our girls with tickets to this show on their last day of school, and honestly, this was a blast. In the magic of the canvas tent at the Cape Cod Melody Tent in this rainy night, Callie actually cried happy tears, which is the second time in her life that she's done that, because she was just so happy to be having this experience. Was this the Eras Tour? No. And honestly, I'm really glad it wasn't. I feel like because this was a small venue, we had good seats, the performance was surprisingly good as someone who has been to the Eras Tour. It very much followed exactly what Taylor does. I don't know how they get the rights to do all of this. There were costume changes, the stage rotated, there were dancers, like this was really fun. And if it was the Eras Tour, I feel like there would have been so much pressure for everything to be perfect and hyped up because you spend so much money on the tickets and the experience that I would have wanted her to feel overjoyed at every single moment. Truly, this was the perfect first concert experience, and it encourages me to want to take her to future musical events. In fact, when you are watching this video, if you're watching it on the Sunday that it's posted, thank you so much for being here. I am currently in New York City with Callie for our annual girls weekend, and I'm taking Callie, in case she's listening, to see Broadway Sings Taylor. So it's all Broadway performers and they sing a host of Taylor songs. So we're kind of like elevating the Melody Tent experience, if that makes sense, to be in a bigger city, better venue, probably a better performance. We'll see. Stay tuned. We have a special guest to tell us about her first experience. So this video is all about 40 things I'm doing before I turn 40. And one of them was bringing you to see the Taylor Sings concert, your very first concert. So it was your very first concert, but my very first time as a mama bringing you to a concert. So I thought you might want to share about your experience there.
I was really excited to go. And so when we got there, I thought I was in a daydream.
You did?
Yeah.
Did you like the big, like, canvas tent?
Yeah.
It was hot in there. Yeah, because it was raining outside, too. What was your favorite part?
The Tortured Poets Fortnite was my favorite.
Really? The Tortured Poets portion was your favorite? I was so surprised that she had a Tortured Poets section, because, like, that's so new.
And then I liked when she came to the front and gave me a handshake.
She did? Yeah, so it was really cool because the venue was so small, and like she did outfit changes. She was like running up and down the aisles to do outfit changes, and then she came forward and like kids got to go up, which was really cool.
Yeah, this woman gave me her seat, which was in the second row.
That was really nice. Yeah, we watched you guys from the back go up. I'm glad you had such a good time. So we'll have to see what other fun concerts we can go to there. Sometimes they do an ABBA tribute band that's like all Mamma Mia songs. But we're away this year while they're doing that. Or would you? I think we'll go to Hawaii instead. Hawaii sounds good. All right, Queen. Thank you so much. Look, we're matching. Callie picked this dress out because we're matching. Oh, sorry. She has a boo-boo there. My fault. Thank you so much for joining me.
Bye-bye.
I love you.
I love you too.
A non-scale victory that I experienced, and this is going to sound really silly, is that on the 4th of July, we rent a bouncy house because we have a house party here since we're able to walk down to the beach and see the fireworks. And this year's bouncy house had a water slide, and I was able to fit inside the bouncy house and then come down the water slide. And I actually did this a couple of times because it was legitimately fun. I was not convinced that I was going to be able to fit into that tiny kid-sized hole. The water slide I knew I would fit down, but I didn't know if I'd be able to get on it because there's no stairs. You have to like hoik your body up, which is hard, especially when you have a knee injury. So my sister caught this on camera in slow motion. You're welcome. Thanks, Mal. For this last month of summer 2024, what's on your list of new things to try? I'm really proud to add this next one to my list, but my hair was finally healthy enough for me to add in a little bit of color. Now, I've done balayage before, but not with a brighter color. I don't know how this is coming across on camera. Today was a hair wash day, and I am wearing it natural because I'm trying to not add damage on top of the lightening of the balayage here, but I'm actually pretty pleased with how these lighter color portions are still curling. When I have in the past highlighted my hair, not balayaged it, but highlighted it a brighter color where bleach was required, those pieces went back to being ramen noodles. So this shows me that my hair health was strong and that it's repairing faster than it used to. Come fall, I will definitely go back to like my natural color. I didn't realize until recently simply how dark my natural color is when comparing it, because like the color that my stylist Ashley put in is actually like closer to a light brown, not a blonde. So I want all of my head to be this color, but I don't think that that's feasible. So I'll go back to my natural color in the fall, winter time, but since we're going on a Hawaiian tropical vacation, I wanted the lighter bits in for a more like summer aesthetic. So this is a first. This lighter balayage color is a first, and definitely since weight loss surgery, this is a first that my hair has been healthy enough to handle it. Recently, Mark took me to Boston to see the pre-Broadway debut of Queen of Versailles starring Kristin Chenoweth. This was a birthday present, but I have never seen a pre-Broadway show, and I've definitely never seen a pre-Broadway show, or even really a Broadway show with a female lead as famous and A-list as Kristin Chenoweth is. I absolutely loved the story of Queen of Versailles. I had no idea what this was about going into it. I hadn't watched the documentary. I didn't know this family was a real family. So I learned all of this as the show was going on, which only really heightened my experience. While I don't think you're supposed to love Kristin Chenoweth's character, her voice is, I don't know how such a big voice comes out of a body that is so small. Like, she's so petite and short, even standing next to other women. Like, she's like 4 feet tall. She is so tiny, and she has this huge, commanding, incredible operatic voice. It's miraculous to watch. Our seats were also like really high up at the Emerson Colonial Theater, which is a beautiful theater. It was like perfectly placed in this theater, and we had an aerial view of everything. Our seats were really good. I was quite pleased with them. But getting there, you have to walk up so many flights of stairs, and then you have to walk down these like tiny little stairs to get closer to the balcony to your seat. I'm putting this in here because I want to note that I had heels on, small heels, that did cause me blisters, and I should have known better, but I did have heels on. I would not have been able to walk those stairs multiple times, or really even once, without needing to take a break before surgery. During intermission, I did go down to look at the merchandise, knowing that I needed to go down like 8 flights of stairs and then back up 8 flights of stairs. And I thought about it only because my feet hurt, not about how it impacted my body. And then when you're walking down to your seat, the aisleways are really thin, and I wouldn't have fit. I would have had to like turn to the side. I would have been uncomfortable in my seat because they're tiny seats. These were just things that like I realized as I was enjoying the show, that my enjoyment was also a part of like the fact that I was comfortable, not just that I had to be thinking about my body next to the people who were seated directly in the seats next to me, if that makes sense. Like, my life now is so much easier because of weight loss surgery. And for my last one, which is slightly incomplete at the time of me recording this video, is that I have redecorated a space all by myself. And when I say redecorated, I don't mean that I simply like made it prettier. I did. Like, this space, I feel like I have made prettier. I have shelves on that wall that Mark helped me hang yesterday. I have wallpapered in this filming space. Like, this room, I definitely have added my own personal love and touch to, but my makeup vanity get ready area required like professionals. Like, I had someone hang the wallpaper. I picked out stone. They're coming to template it. So like, I usually consult Mark because he lives here too when I'm doing a space, but I didn't for this project. And I told him I wasn't going to. He trusts my taste. And this has required like this space being renovated, the space in my makeup area. Then my closet needed some redecoration, zhuzhing, and then this room needed to be reorganized. So like, all 3 of those projects were intertwined. So I've done this vanity area on my own, like through and through. Mark did build the little cabinets where my makeup lives, literally over a year ago, because it's taken me this long to make decisions on what I wanted to go in this space. Okay, so we're up to date. Here's my list. We have accomplished 16 of 40 tasks, and we have 24 left to go in 8 months. I think we can handle that. So you'll definitely get another one of these videos, likely tied in with Hawaii content coming up. I hope you'll be subscribed for that. And I would love it again if you would leave your suggestions in the comments box below, because every time I do one, I'll add them to my list, and then we can have this shared loving moment together. I love you. I can't believe it's August, but here we are, and we're gonna celebrate together. So I hope you're having an incredible, brand new, fresh month, and that you're inspired to try something new, no matter how big or small this month. I love you, and I will see you right here next week, same time, same place. Goodbye, my friends.